Hello YouTube, this is the Thikil doing a during action report for combat mission Battle for Normandy with the 3.0 upgrade which has just come out. I'm going to do something a little bit different again, and that is to play a scenario I actually designed up. So if it is absolutely rubbish, I've got to blame myself. Basically it's a fight between German infantry and a American airborne force on D-Day. It is largely an infantry fight, although there is some vehicles scattered in there, and it's really what you got on the map is what you got. There's very little in terms of off-map support. So anyway, it is based around the historical action at Fornell in the evening of D-Day, and I'll just read through the briefing because when I wrote it up it sort of gives you the true situation of what's going on for this particular battalion in the 101st Airborne. So firstly, it's 5:30 in the afternoon. On the way to Foucaultville, somewhere near Foucaultville. Captain, the first day of the invasion is drawing to a close, but the situation is still tenuous at best. We've got men ashore at the beach, but only a few miles inland it's still the Airborne's fight. Following last night's misdrops, the majority of Cassidy's battalion is still unaccounted for. That's the 1st Battalion of the 502nd, by the way. Alpha Bravo companies are committed between Foucaultville and St. Germain de Variville and can't be redeployed. There is no line of defence to the south and east of the battalion CP. As a result, Charlie is currently proceeding south and east towards the village of Buseville to set up a line of defence and, if possible, make contact with the 82nd Airborne Forces at St. Mary Glees. Mission: we've had contact. Charlie Company has proceeded south as ordered and made contact with the enemy. Gunfire can be heard up ahead from 1st Platoon, who is in the lead. They are moving ahead to recon a village further up the road, which we now know to be Fornell, rather than our original objective. Change of plans. Move in and clear Fornell of German forces. From there we can make a call whether to press on to Buseville or not. Forces. I have command of Charlie Company, Cassie's 1st Battalion of the 502nd Parachute Infantry Regiment, 101st Airborne. The company is well below full strength due to misdrops the previous night. Your officers and some NCOs are accounted for. However, the bulk of your enlisted men and support weapons are still missing. It's been a struggle to form 2 squads for each platoon. Your men have had a few engagements with the enemy so far today, and it appears their years of training are paying off. Ammunition levels are still good, but not ideal for everything. Scrounged has been going to the other companies holding the line back towards Foucaultville. So I've got a understrength company. Let's see, the strongest is my 1st platoon and lead platoon, all formation already in the village. I've got a 2nd platoon under strength, 3rd platoon under strength, and 181mm mortar. 1st platoon is currently engaged, and the rest of the company will gradually get to your positions in around 5 to 15 minutes. Battalion is more concerned about the constant enemy pressure around Foucaultville, so no additional support outside of your company is available at this time. As we are approaching the extreme patrol radius for anyone set up outside St. Mary Glees, you may run across some men from the 82nd Airborne, but don't count on it. Enemy forces. German forces in the area have largely been infantry based with some heavier support weapons. We haven't encountered armour, so we don't expect any to be operating in the area. We've run into a variety of regular German units during the day, as well as some local garrison forces which appear to have been drawn from across Eastern Europe. With the ongoing fighting to our north, towards the beachheads, the only way the Germans can support their forces already engaged is via the roads coming up from the south that we're heading down. It's a good sign, I guess. The few captured prisoners from the previous engagements were from the 709th Infantry and the 91st Luftlande or Airlanding Division. They seem just as scattered and disorganised as we are. Plan. Getting to Buseville is on hold. Engage any enemy you find in Fornell and hold. Lieutenant Smith and 1st Platoon are the strongest in manpower and were sent ahead as a scouting force. Lieutenant Smith radioed in a short while ago reporting no enemy contact, though evidence of a garrison, possibly local coastal based forces. He also reported that he was checking a farmhouse and entrance of the village for intelligence while his platoon continued on mission. However, that radio call was just before we heard small arms fire and explosions from their direction. We don't know their current condition or the exact location in the combat vicinity, so make an assessment as quick as possible and get things organised. Be wary as you don't have enough men to cover all avenues of approach if the enemy comes at you in force. Keep mobile, using these thick hedgerows to conceal your movement. Hit the enemy from multiple approaches and keep them off balance to mask your small numbers. And historical names are included. So I won't read that. That's it's a tactical map. This is our recon platoon. There's my reinforcements coming in. Appears that's where the sound contacts have come from. And reinforcements 5 to 15 minutes away, and the mortar as well. So we expect the Germans to come from the south. Okay, so I've got to occupy a depot, occupy a Fornell, occupy a farmhouse, destroy all flak forces, and destroy any German forces in the area for 1,000 points. Okay, here we go. Not much in the way of deployment, so let's move everybody up. So we're sort of cut off from our HQ here because historically Lieutenant Smith, who's there in that farmhouse, was doing a bit of looting. So he sent his platoon forward to recon the rest of the village. They got to the other side, and he was sort of cut off when all hell broke loose as Germans reinforcing their old positions came in. So a little bit of bad luck there, but it gives us a unique little starting point, you could say. So I'm going to move this squad over to here, get across this road as quick as possible. And for this other force, I'm going to run them up just along here. Like so. I'm going to send one squad up here to come around in this way. This other squad's going to just hold down this flank. And Lieutenant Smith's going to be a fun one. Now, historically what he did to get away from the Germans was hide in this pig trough. That's sort of one of the reasons this little engagement became a little bit famous. So for a couple of hours he hid there while, there we go, while the Germans were scouring around. The battle raged around him, you could say. So that doesn't really work. Trust me, I tried it in testing. It doesn't really work. You race there and you hide. It lasts for a little bit, but your guys jump up and ambush anyone that comes into the farmhouse area. So I've got flaming something here. There's probably more Germans around here, so moving onto the street's not a good idea, I don't reckon. I'm honestly thinking maybe I should just hold here for the moment. I've got no doors escaping this way. Yeah, that could be. I've got a good line of sight. Maybe you just hold out, try and hold out. I can see into this courtyard fine. So yeah, I'm thinking that's what we do. And try to maybe if I can scare the Germans as they come through, then I can make a move and get out of there. So we'll see if that works. Oops, already there's a 80mm flak gun. Oh, there's some Germans. So we've got some contacts back here. Okay. Alright, there's my other forces on the other side of the village. Now, the flak gun is a little bit of a gimme. It has got no ammo. It is basically just there to represent, this truck being blown up. You can't, in combat mission, you can't have towed 88mm yet. So, yeah, it's a little bit of a limitation there. So some action has started all off. Over here, looks like we're fine. They're getting through. Let's see if we can get down here a bit. Okay, no, I want you behind the wall. Because I don't like splitting squads, as people in my videos know. It's probably one of my little bit of bugbears, but I'm thinking of this squad. Once they get there, I may have to split them up, and just because I can't, yeah, I don't think I'll be able to get enough targets, shoot enough targets. So we'll have to see how that works out. Oh, we've got contact here. Heavy machine gun, that's not good. Oh, they're in trouble. There goes Lieutenant Smith. Oh, looks like they're going to jump into the pig trough. What were they shooting at? Did I get the heavy machine gun up here, did I? Sorry, I just got to see what they shot at. So we see the heavy machine gun. Yeah, there we go. Got one of them. Okay, the main street's blocked off. Can't just race down the, down the street. Okay, let's split this squad up. Okay, because that's a bit of a tell. Looks like we've got something like a storage pile, stockpile here. So let's just crawl up behind that wall. Everything else is a little bit... may get you into the farmhouse here. There we go. Yeah, I reckon there's some nasty Germans around here. Looks like this is their base of operations, German supply depot. These guys, I'm thinking of a mad dash. If they already pinned those guys down. Yeah, if I can, like so. Then dash across. Sorry, there is one good thing here, and that is there is no there's no windows on this main street. If you look at the Google Earth or something, you'll see that that's still the case. Okay, let's go look that way. So they're going to fire on that top floor window where we know there's a heavy machine gun team while they run across there. Meanwhile, I do not like Lieutenant Smith's chances. Okay, no contacts. Oh, Germans. You can fire back. Okay, so look at a line of Germans there. Half a squad maybe. And here we could flank them actually. That barn though doesn't have any windows. can race him there. Is that going to work? That could work. Just got to hope there's no one over here. That's my problem. Okay, yeah. Let's move you into that position. You don't have line of sight unless I can give you a... Nope. Yeah, you can fire. I don't mind if you fire. Like so. They could be my ace in the hole, this squad, that's for sure. Meanwhile...
Enemy infantry, fire.
Looks like they're doing some damage. There we go. Alright. Come on for the perfect flank.
German infantry!
Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, well, they got the flak, but they're getting return fire. Oh, more Germans. HQ. Oh, they're taking casualties. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, no. Very, very short range here. So let's just look at that again, just from this squad's viewpoint. Sorry, I'm moving the camera around a little bit crazy, a little bit haphazard.
Follow me! Infantry, there!
Oh, there's the flank. Oh. Ooh. Yep, definitely some more infantry there. Meanwhile, looks like there's some more fire from the sounds of it coming from up here. Okay. Wasn't good. How is Lieutenant? I think Lieutenant Smith, or sorry, his two buddies. They're the only ones doing all right, actually. Oh, so I took out the truck. Yeah, it's definitely an MP40 over there. Okay, I think it's time to get these guys to help their buddies out. Question is, where are they going to go? Not a lot of cover in the back here. I could go like that. Yeah, that could work. You can just fire fully there. Very, very close range. Actually. Get in the building. Make sure you go behind there first. Don't run into the street and do something stupid. Yep, that should work. Run! Get in the building, you idiot! Oh, so we lost someone back there. Oh. So utter chaos. That was the intent, by the way, by the start of this scenario, I should just add. Okay. Still no friendly reinforcements arriving. Wonder what happened to these guys, these sound contacts. Where have they gone? Oh no, they're pinned. They're in trouble now. Oh, they're almost out of ammo. Uh-oh. That's another thing. The Americans, they got the experience. They're all veterans, but because this is D-Day, they're scrounging for ammo. I didn't put their ammo out on absolute 100%, so those small teams could, by the end of this mission, they could really be suffering. So they're in trouble. They've got to find a way out of here very quickly now. Possibly get out here. Yep. Okay. I think it's time we
Ceasefire!
do that, and we blast our way out. Got 2 demo charges, so yeah, that could work. Just hope we don't get the Germans running in here after us. That's what we don't need. Meanwhile, this squad here, they're safe, but they've got nothing. They can't see anything. They've got demo charges as well. They can blow the wall down. That could be an option, but I still don't know what's on that road. I honestly think it's just time to wait for my reinforcements. I think the Germans outnumber us. I think that's safe. Say. It all goes quiet. Oh, you got to think about going, guys. You got 1 bullet left. Time to go. Oh, I got a half track there. I didn't see that before. Someone in the back still? Oh, no, it looks abandoned, but could be someone on the road. Yep, just looks like one of the buddies is on the road. Okay, they're going to sit still. Okay, they didn't even try to get away. Let's get you over there first and then blast. Is that going to work? No, it's not going to work. Let's try that again. You've got to get out of here, guys. Ignore the Germans. Yeah, I really don't want to push up into the centre of the village here. That's obviously where the Germans are all coming in from, straight in the middle. Oh, good. Now they're hiding. That means they're laying charges. That's good. German troops in this scenario, there's a lot of them, but they are generally of poorer quality, as you'd expect. Mix of green and regulars, so they're probably not the quickest to react.
Gonna make a push in 5.
Okay, looking good so far, but that dust that's concealing them won't last forever. Okay. Nothing much I can do. If there's any Germans left in here, I think they're bottled up. They can't really do anything without dying. I think they're still in that building. That blasted the wall down. Good. And they're through. Okay, they should be relatively safe. Does that sound contact moving? Oh, there we go. Okay, what reinforcements? So we've got the company HQ, and let's see, company HQ, and there we go. And second platoon, which is a little bit weaker. They're not too strong, but they are going to be some much needed help. Okay, I'll leave part 1 here, guys. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, leave comments below, and I'll see you again real soon for part 2.